What's everybody having?
You're the only one looking at a menu.
We're
all
having a
focused on
podcast, Stephen, is what we're having.
We're not
And
going
then
to order food?
we're going to
No,
pod
not.
and then eat dinner.
Oh,
You don't eat
So-
dinner during a podcast. It's chewing.
You don't eat dinner.
No. That's what I wanted to do. He wouldn't let me.
We're almost done now.
Brad can have
we've been
appetizers,
killing this.
and then he can eat properly. Okay.
All right, let's
Actually,
start this
I think this is
podcast.
pretty
Hey,
good.
it's the pot of wine. You were missing it, and we're ready to give it to you. Pot of wine, pot of wine, motherfucking pot of wine, with third eye blind. The pot of wine,
Featuring Bobby McFerrin.
with third eye blind.
It's the second time we've done that.
It's a pot of fucking wine.
Really glad to be talking to everybody. We got a special topic today. Cav, what is it?
Did come up with a couple things.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, wow. He's written it
Oh.
down.
So I have also some ideas, but I'll let him go first.
Of course you will. So you can come up with a more expensive idea.
Ooh, lasagna.
Almost oil spotted. I've got a couple of my own. I've got a couple on
Oh.
Oh
him.
my God, that's a great fucking.
Those are
topic.
good.
Ooh, what
the
about
shit
your
we do on days off, I think that sometimes like we do some fun shit on days off that isn't actually like.
acknowledged?
Yeah. Thank you.
Actually, chapter 2.
What about
Shit fans ask of us.
what
Like
about
when they're
Oh,
like,
wow.
change the set list because my grandpa learned how to roller skate today. And then
Well,
I have,
You've clearly overachieved today.
well, I got one more. Best part / worst part of going home after tour.
Whoa.
I love all these subjects.
I got 4.
Wow. Cabby came with how much homework did you do, Colin?
he doesn't love it more than the menu though. He's fucking focused right back on that bitch.
I swear to God, Jenkins.
He's too hungry for this. We might have to edit the hell out of this one.
No, I think this is cool.
Okay. I'm going to get the bison, and we're going to share crab cakes.
See, he's just ordering dinner here. That's why do I listen to you?
It was your idea to do it in a
Yeah.
fucking restaurant.
This is my idea.
What were you thinking?
It's the pot of wine, and we're out of wine, so it's gonna.
This is the first time we've had wine on the pot of wine.
Out of wine.
The actual pot of wine. The literal.
We do need to order another bottle of that.
Wait, are you? You're
not
the
bad.
only one with a menu. What are you doing?
I don't know. It happened.
Oh,
Picks
maybe
up the microphone. Focuses on the podcast.
it when it's told.
All right.
not. Oh, thank you, sir.
All right.
So I love all these topics. But
Topic
before
of
we
Scorpio.
start, can we just talk about
We started before you got here.
Jack White at Glastonbury? I sent you that
Didn't
thing
see it,
today.
Didn't watch it.
I sent you one song, and I mean, would just like to just fanboy out on Jack White. Like, I like the way he stands on stage. I like it that he painted his hair blue, and that his Telecaster matches.
You don't paint your hair blue.
I
and-
blew myself today. In fact, you may have
Attaboy.
Prematurely.
Yeah, just the whole shebang. I look at that and I go, okay, that is legit. Here's me wishing that I saw Jack White set at Glastonbury.
So you're easily.
Okay,
on
He
the-
also knows this, that the best time to play when we play, everybody's looking to get that closing headline spot, but no. The best time is about 5:30. That's when
Not yet.
the sun's going down, the molly's kicking in. It's all happening, and that's when we want to play. That's always the best time. Think about this.
It's also the offers we get, so there's that.
Yeah. Plus, we don't get the headline slot. Although
We didn't want him anyway.
we got offered a festival.
That's not totally true, but yeah.
We headline every show in my mom's heart.
We
It is funny.
we got offered a festival this summer. The Killers are Saturday,
Is this the When We Were Young thing?
and we were no. That's the Blink 182 thing, which is also great
I don't
because
think it's about them.
isn't it? I
It's
became a
about-
Blink on.
It's about Warped Tour, dude.
I only became a Blink 182 fan about
Mm.
2-3 years ago, and now I love Blink 182, and I think they're great.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Here's your escort.
What'd you do now?
Oh God, just keep it on mic.
That wasn't me. Okay, hi.
I'm here to escort you to your
Oh, I don't want to be escorted to my room.
Wasn't he the waiter last night? He just had a new outfit on, right? He was, right? He was like a young waiter, and
I
now
didn't
he's
look at
dressed
his-
up as a police officer.
I didn't look at his face. Is that him?
I'm almost positive
He's a
Amazing.
complex
Yeah.
man.
we're all living in a simulation, people.
Mm-hmm.
So what's a wonton taco?
You can't. You're not supposed to eat it.
Are you
It's
looking
an-
at the Taco Bell
It's a
menu right
It's an
now?
Asian fusion.
it's a crispy taco
I'm telling you what I'm not looking at is any steaks right now.
that has cabbage.
Why is that, Colin?
You're probably not looking at the prices either.
I have PTSD,
That's the other thing you're not looking at.
post-traumatic steak disorder.
So what was topic number 1?
I think the first one was almost oil spotted.
Almost oil spot.
So we
Oh my
should
God.
also describe what an oil spot is.
Someone needs to describe an oil spot.
Brad,
guys-
you want to
y-
take this one?
No, let's let Colin describe it. This is
Oh.
gonna be a shitty description.
It's what really mean people do to you when they're trying to be assholes.
But why is it called an oil spot?
Really drill down into this.
Yeah. you know this one.
What is a spot?
I don't think he knows this.
Colin CreeV,
Oh my
ladies and
God.
gentlemen.
No, he does. We got oil spotted day
No,
one
he's
of the
just
tour.
trying to be clever, and it's taking forever.
Look at him. Look at him go. Look at him. He's thinking wheels are turning.
Clever forever. Oh my gosh.
There's a camera on you right now, not knowing what an oil spot is.
It's
There's flies flying around a donkey's ass in his brain right now.
it's getting ditched by your mates
That's when you come out and you've been late,
who
and the bus is gone, and all you see is an oil spot where the tour bus should have been.
Thank you, Cavi.
Thank you very much.
Did you not know that?
No, I did know that.
No, you didn't know that.
We explained
There's
it to
no
him
way.
one night, one fateful
He
night
forgot.
in Fort Lauderdale.
You guys say it all the time, and we said it the first day of this tour.
Yes.
When Chris
yeah.
and when you and Chris got oil spotted.
So
Yeah,
how
When
many?
Stephen
on
left
day
us behind
Who-
on the bus on the first day of tour. Yeah.
Right.
Which day of this tour?
It was
Oh,
the first
it was
day.
the day you guys got on. You
This
guys.
tour though.
No, you guys were riding on my bus. I think.
I showed up on time.
Well,
Well, Colin and I didn't, but we were getting food. Remember?
I had a new
Yeah.
driver, and
But that's a good. So that's
we had a
good
time.
excuse.
We waited
We were getting food.
10 extra minutes for you, and I needed to show the driver respect, and so we left you. And I don't know what happened then.
I don't know what happened.
What happened when you guys got oil spotted?
Oh, we got an Uber. We had our food, and then we got an Uber. It's totally fine. Made no difference whatsoever.
Need another bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine.
Bottle of wine. It's a bottle. It's a
I'm
bottle of
being
wine.
Fucking bold.
Brad, have you ever been oil spotted?
I have in Texas. We at that studio in Austin. We showed up at the house where you guys were staying, not at the studio.
Oh yeah.
And then I was
You
like went to the
texted-
bathroom. I came out. There's no one there.
I remember
I
what
was
you
oil
said.
spotted.
You texted. You forgot the drummer.
Yes.
Wait. Does that count as an oil spot? Go ahead.
Sure.
Not really. Usually, an oil spot is because you're late or there's,
Right.
there's some
When it's
reason.
your fault.
Yeah. That
You
wasn't- it was not my
you
fault.
You were innocent.
what?
You were left behind.
I
That's
was
different.
literally. It was even worse. I was forgotten.
We forgot.
I was forgotten.
Well, we don't have to worry about you most of
Yeah.
the time.
The dra-
We forgot about you, Brad.
Usually
no
we're
one was
worrying
like,
about Chris or
"Hmm."
Danny.
But it goes to, I think, a deeper issue, which is, touring is looked at as like being this kind of endless party, and it's actually, we have to roll on time. We gotta like have everything together. You gotta load it up. You gotta be there, head off into the night, into the next place, and be ready to go on the next thing. And if you're not, you get left behind. So there is an element of radical self-reliance.
There is a classic oil spotting.
I got a couple.
Go. You go, Cavi. You go.
Well, I don't know how much we could say here.
Well,
What's
we
the
can
one-
always edit.
Should we get another bottle?
You
of
can
it?
trust Chris.
Should we get another bottle of wine?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually have a pretty fun one that's about me and you, Chris.
Did you order one?
Oh,
we
yeah.
we were playing in Dallas. It must have been like 2013, something like that.
Mhm.
And it was still like when me and you were figuring each other out, and we didn't exactly get along all the time.
I remember that time.
Because Kryz can be described as cantankerous.
Right. Well, I was also. We were both very
Is that
different
a
men back
synonym for cunty?
So, I mean, I'll just
Okay,
go with
all right,
country,
go
huh?
ahead. Go
then.
ahead.
So there was this girl that I was like really into, and she had this really sweet loft in Dallas, and she invited us all over. She was extra cute, and we all went up to her loft. And before we went in, I looked at Chris in the hallway and I was like, dude, she's so hot. And I kind of like pushed him a little bit in the shoulders.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
He didn't take it well, and I didn't really understand.
It wasn't really a push. It was more like a very massive shove. Cav is 4 times the size of me. I mean, it was like a.
Well, I was pretty stoked on this girl.
I remember.
Cav is a big, powerful man.
I remember where this went.
I'm okay, thanks. So everybody left because bus call was happening, and I stayed behind because I'm selfish. And I was like seeing where this was going to go. And I remember, whatever, a few things happened between then and the bus leaving, but I was chasing the bus down the road. It was going down the street, tail lights. I'm running with my knees up to my chin and hands like elbows over my ears and stuff. And I made it. They just slowed the bus down as I jumped on.
Damn.
That's a beautiful, beautiful image.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
And then
I
you
was-
got on,
I was in
and you
stride.
like
Bounding.
flipped your head back and went, hello, boys.
I'm back.
Thank you,
Full
Dallas.
stride.
Still wasn't worth
I've seen
That's-
Cav in full stride a number of times.
That's a good one.
Just thinking back right now.
All right,
Colin, any times you've almost been oil spotted?
No.
no, that's not true.
Come on, Colin.
What?
Why don't you tell your side of that story, and then we'll tell you what happened.
I don't know what happened.
Oh, it's true.
You forgot your glasses. That's all you remember.
No, I just remember you guys being really mean about it.
God, that's how he just sees the world. It's amazing. It's just all.
No, I fucked
couldn't,
up.
Couldn't be
alright?
his fault.
I don't want to dwell on my mistakes. I'd rather focus on positivity, love, and light.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to make for a good podcast.
Has anyone ever actually oil spotted Stephan? Brad, I'm going to throw this one to you.
Not that I recall.
I think we.
I mean, we'll sometimes
Danny's here. Hold on. Danny fucking remembers this. Danny, can you hear me? Do you remember that oil spotting moment for Stephan? Throw that mic to Danny for a second.
It was my second show.
Closer to your face.
Very green.
Very green.
Didn't know Stephan very well. Kind of
Right.
intimidated.
Don't mention any names here, but
Okay. My name's
apart from
Danny.
Stephen's.
That one's okay.
So, everyone jumps in a black car.
Get that up to your mouth.
All right.
There you go.
Everyone jumps in a black car, and I'm just standing there waiting for Stephan to come down. And you guys are like, "See you at the airport." He just drove off.
So we did oil
Regale
spot
us
Stephan.
with
Yes,
more.
I walk it like I talk it. And the reason why I haven't oil spotted again is because I'm so punctual.
Yeah, that's it.
You know, we started this podcast 20 minutes before you walked in, and that was 40 minutes after
See?
we were supposed to start.
But when did it begin?
What is when did it begin? What are you watching here? Monday night? What night is it? Oh, Thursday Night Football.
Yeah, baby. I got Hill in.
It seems super
See what the
mean
Kings are.
to oil spot people, but the thing is, we are like a traveling circus. It's just very disciplined. There's a bowl, something. Look at that. What is that?
Try to focus, for God's sake. Oh, is those the shrimp things?
Those are the.
Do we eat
Crab
them with
cake
our
things,
fingers?
right?
Oh, crab cakes. Delicious. Yeah, but I
that
just
crab
think
has
it.
traveled a long way to
I
get
mean,
here.
I keep
Just from
talking about this,
Colin's
but
room.
I think that the discipline of touring, if you really think about everything that we do about just being in the mindset to play, besides everybody on the tour. Are you showing him the wine? What are you doing? Don't show him the wine. He doesn't know anything about wine. Here, give it him. He knows the wine.
I know everything about wine. I ordered that water.
That's Life Aquatic with Steve Zissou. You know
Brad's
that
a bit
movie.
of a psalm.
We just like quoting that movie. All right, chapter 2.
Chapter 2, Cavi. What was next on your list there? That was good.
Days off. We actually had a
I know
lot
you
of
can't
days
do
off on
anything.
the last one.
I need those days off.
Did we?
Oh, yeah, we
I
had
think
some days
so.
off, right?
I think
There
we had
are
a
no
couple,
days
like,
off
I think
mentally.
we,
I stay ready for war.
Here
We have a
comes
lot
this
of days
bullshit.
off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day 2.
Oh, this is a fucking day off. Yeah, look at us. We're doing a podcast.
Sleep in couldn't be me. I'm up at the crack of dawn, just visualizing success.
You're still up at the crack of dawn, is what you mean to fucking say there.
I am the show is me. I am the show is me.
Oh, days off. Like, we've had some fun times on days off, especially on this last tour.
I saw you guys at a diner today.
Mm-hmm. There's some really
Oh, you remember
subpar
that?
coffee.
Ayo. I'm surprised they let us
Oh,
in.
I gotta say, we're not gonna say where we are, but our diner waitress was amazing today. She
I
was
know. I
like,
kind of loved her.
super shitty and hated her job and hated us and everything we asked her for. Can I get some milk, please? She was like,
She was so bothered about having to wait.
We were the only people in that bitch that were under 70 too. It was fucking
and
wild.
we loved her. We thought she was awesome.
No,
and
yeah.
she had the energy of somebody who just utterly hates her job.
Somebody in the service industry who's mean to me, I'm in love. I'm like, let's date for 5 years, ruin my life.
You like it when they call you baby too in the South?
Oh, I dig that. Yeah,
Or
that's
honey.
cool. Yeah,
You
no,
say
honey.
hun.
We laugh
say
because
hun.
everybody out there
Sugar
listening
dick.
to this thinks that he just said that in jest. Okay, so I rely on Cav to find a good place for
Coffee.
coffee. I rely on Brad for a good place for art. Some kind of like cultural thing or the museum. I rely on Colin for nothing, and Kryz is pretty sure to find a nasty little divey bar.
That's
that's kind of
cabbie
like-
too. That's a
That's a cabbie thing usually. Usually,
That's a joint
I'll
venture.
find the
The only-
sticky floors.
The only reason I know where it is because I've asked Cabby first. Because
How nasty are we
Actually,
talking?
speaking of museums, when we did that European tour, like Brad took us to like 2 museums a day for like a month straight.
Yeah, and
the
that
last,
one-
maybe not the last European tour, but the one
Oh.
before that. We're riding bikes through
yeah, I have
Germany.
no recollection of that. Brad's losing his mind slowly, but
I think we're going to galleries, like
galleries.
Galleries,
yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
We rode bicycles around because we
Galleries.
thought girls
That
would
was a
like
shame.
that.
Yeah. We rode
But what-
bicycles under the Brandenburg Gate.
I guess it wasn't a
Brandenburg
day off,
Door.
but what was fun, like we played, I think, a place in Austin outside of the city, and we all went and like rode around, like racing those little go-karts. That was kind of fun. That's some good
Oh, yeah.
day off.
That was my
Day off
birthday.
vibe.
That was my birthday, Summer Guys 2022. That was
There you
fun.
go. See?
Mhm.
We did
Those
it for
things
you.
were
That's why I
fast.
let you win.
Go-kart
Those were
riding?
fast, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those things were.
Fun team building, day off. Energy, but not on a day off.
Yeah, those things are terrifying.
And of course, Luke.
I took the pictures. I took the photographs. I don't get in those fucking things.
That's right. What I did, I was 50. What was that? 50. I was 51. What was that? Because we were wearing the full mask thing.
Oh,
51 pilots.
51 pilots. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We're wearing the ski mask. What's it? It's not a ski
Hey,
mask. It's a
It's like a burglary mask. I don't know. What
Pulling
no,
those
it's
kids,
It's a B&E.
It's a fire-resistant mask, I think, is what it is. Yeah.
doing the life saving.
It's
Was it
flame retardant.
doing the
Thank
life
you,
saving
Colin.
where
Thank
we
you.
pulled those kids out of the water, Brad, in North Carolina? That was a day off.
That was a day off.
That was the day off. I almost died. And
So
you guys
some-
saved somebody's life.
Sometimes on
Chris
days
was
off
dying,
we
and so we
save
went and saved
lives.
somebody else.
Yeah. Could I give you that, mate? Thanks very much. It's going to ruin my shot with that bread.
We don't eat bread.
Yeah, bread's not for rock stars.
No, I'm just kidding.
no,
it's
I
a
just-
joke. We'll
no,
put it
it's
right
just-
here. We'll eat that.
It's just you're going
Is
to
this
put
gluten free?
Yeah.
No, we'll take another basket.
Oh, we recorded Disorder on a day off in Clearwater, Florida. That was a day off.
That wasn't a day off. That was a recording session. We recorded fucking
No.
Bon Iver. What's that one?
No,
What's that
that
Bon Iver
was
song we did?
we
that
were
was
playing
on a day off in
we were playing
Dusseldorf.
we were playing a gig, and we also recorded Joke
Wait, I thought
in
Disorder
Memphis.
wasn't Disorder
These
the
are all
tacos. Wasn't that Disorder?
yeah,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was in
Clearwater,
Florida.
Florida, and there was a day
was
off for a
Scientology
show.
town.
That was
Yeah, that wasn't a
that
day
was
off.
the
That was,
place
we were
where
there-
like
we were there for a week.
Scientologists would walk down the street and look you right in the eye, like it was just fucking weird the way that they would look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I
was
do like that they use
really
public
bizarre.
transportation. They all ride buses.
That's not
and stuff.
public. That's Scientology shit. I had it on the side.
Oh, well, anyway. They're
Look,
taking cars off the road.
What was it? The Bon Iver song in Dusseldorf or something?
Dusseldorf. Yeah, we
Yeah,
did
yeah.
that in one day in Dusseldorf. That was a day off on the European tour.
Blood Bank.
We're in Europe. There's
We
nothing
did
to
a
do
lot of
here.
that.
Let's go work.
Yeah, no, we did a
Dusseldorf.
lot of that on that tour. We recorded the whole Thanks for Everything album in Europe on days off.
I love that.
All of it?
I think so. It was like there were no days off. It was
No, we did that fade to what's that one? The Queens one that we did. We did that in Malibu
In the Fade.
in the fade.
Oh,
Yeah.
actually, Joe was there for that,
Joke was in Memphis, right?
For in the fade?
wasn't he?
No, in the fade.
Speaking of which,
I think that was one of the early ones.
I wanna-
Colin was there. Yeah.
I want to do one more covers album. And I
Oh,
want to
God. I'm kidding.
I want to do one more covers album, and I want to do one more. I want to do Unplugged Volume 2.
Oh yeah.
I really do.
Still ain't plugging.
Both of those things are
Still
really
can't
appealing
find the
to me.
socket. Third Eye Blind Unplugged Part 2.
Yeah.
Still no sockets.
Still ain't plugging, baby.
Yeah.
We heard you, Colin.
I'm trying to sell it here. No one took my in the absence of plugs. Seriously.
But I really, really need
I like
a
that
day
one.
off anyway just to sing. And 2 days off is better than one. Of just not.
2
not
minutes in
singing or
heaven is
talking.
better than 1 minute in heaven.
I don't know. Sometimes on tour, too many days off, you fall out of the groove pretty quickly.
Yeah, I
do.
feel like that is there's a balance there that has to be measured out.
Lost your voice in Oklahoma and ruined the family. Huh?
Remember that? Remember that?
Wait, is that where I lost my voice? Was that Oklahoma? It's rather dry, isn't it?
Chicago
up-
ruined
yeah.
my fucking skin in one day. Look, I got redness on my paint. What is it?
Ew.
Oh.
That's disgusting. You should wear gloves. Also, speaking of hands, Kryz has freakishly large hands. You guys ever noticed that? Anyway, I think once again we're setting a new record for amazing podcasts.
I mean, I'll take Cabby's
Thank you.
third note here. Let's hear it.
I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
We might have to edit this. Shit fans ask of us. I think it's funny when like fans will like DM us and they're like,
Oh yeah.
I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 months and it would mean the world to us if you could stop the show and let us come on stage and we could
Yeah.
propose. And I just think it's so funny. It's like, you know how hard we work on this and how much goes into this? We're just going to like, I think
Yeah.
it's just kind of funny.
Mm.
I always
It's-
laugh
it's
when I
in-
get these DMs.
It's intense, but like a lot of times those are asked of me while I'm on stage in front of 10,000 people. It's like, could we take a selfie? I'm like,
Shoot your shot,
are
baby.
you fucking high right now?
well, selfie, that's not that bad. But it's
No,
like when
it's
they
like
ask,
we
you
want
know.
to. It's like really seriously. Will you stop?
Yeah.
I admire that entitlement.
That
It is entitled.
It
I
it
think.
is mind blowing to me because it wouldn't occur to me to presume that I could ask for such thing.
Maybe that's why I think it's so funny, because it's like it wouldn't occur to me that I would have the right to do that, but or not right. Right might be the wrong word, but
The tenacity. To
Yeah.
actually have the fucking
I don't know. It's kind
Gumption,
of
gumption.
gumption. That's it right there.
Yeah,
I think,
that's a lot of gumption. Balls.
Somebody was like, "Can all the boys come out and witness me propose?" Like after the show, witness me propose to my girlfriend or something. And the tour manager at the time was like, "Let me ask the guys." They said no, like without skipping a beat. Yeah, let me ask them. No,
This is really,
But the thing is,
it
there's-
seems mean
there's
spirited.
this-
we're gonna get the DMs after this podcast.
It is kind of mean. It is kind of mean spirited because
Wait, it's mean spirited of us?
yes, it's mean spirited of us because what you're doing is you're responding in a negative way to people saying you mean so much to me that I want to have this deeper personal connection with you. And what we hear from that is just them being presumptuous.
Just extra work.
No, but it's also like, hey, make me a part of the show. And I'm like, well, maybe you should have played bass for fucking 25 years every fucking day, all day long.
okay.
Put you in the
Let me
show.
just mark that spot. By and large, though, I get some really nice DMs.
Oh,
I would say,
I
like,
do too,
people,
yeah.
are people are
overwhelming,
saying
yeah.
some things that are just incredibly, incredibly nice. So
That's
I
true.
would agree
Keep-
with that,
keep-
yeah.
That's going to seem so out of context when we edit out
Well,
the
yeah.
past 5 minutes.
But I mean, the idea there's some strange asks and some big asks, but most of the time it's like your music has affected my life in such a profound way and like gotten me through this and that and the
Yeah.
other, and it's I don't know, it's pretty
Does
cool.
everyone feel really bad right now? 'Cause
Yeah.
I do too. To have an impact on people's lives and for people to actually take the time to reach out and say that is not lost on me either. Yeah, I don't want to do it on stage.
It's just funny. Like,
There's a lot of
it's rough.
GoFundMe requests and such, you know. But I mean, hey, if you don't ask, the answer's no.
Squeaky wheel gets the what?
Gets told to shut the fuck up.
But
It's a
I
well spotted.
can I just can I also just add to that there have been moments, and there was actually one last week. I read some DM, and I think it was on Twitter. It actually motivated me. It actually made me go, okay, you know what? I want to go and finish the fucking lyrics.
I was about to ask you how many fucking lyrics did you write after that, bitch?
I do. I
Very
wanna-
few, but
We have this EP.
I closed Twitter for 4 to 5 minutes.
We have this EP to finish, and it's all up to me to finish the lyrics. And yeah, it's a toughie, but it did motivate me. So
We appreciate those thoughts for sure.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the other big problem: is it's possible somebody could
Can't we just move on from this
Get
subject? That's
proposed.
So should I call the
comfortable.
next segment number 3
kidding.
since
Yeah.
we're going to erase that? Number
it's still possible somebody could actually get married on get engaged on stage.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Didn't we do something once where somebody
Just simply
proposed
talk
at
to our
sound check
agent.
and we
and
played?
they'll work it out.
Dave Grohl would let them. 100%.
Oh yeah, that's right. We played How's It Gonna Be at soundcheck, and somebody proposed, and then I was just thinking about the lyrics of How's It Gonna Be afterwards, and going like, why would you choose that song?
Who's that guy, Gordon Ryan? And he's like, he's either Gordon. No, not Gordon Ryan. That's
Ramsay.
Gordon.
Donkey.
Gordon
Gor-
Ramsay.
He's the guy, the karaoke guy. Just turns out to be
Oh no, that's the chef that yells at people.
No, this
James
is
Corden.
James Corden, right? Turns out to be just goes into Balthazar.
You
the
sent your
restaurant.
steak back last night.
So did you, mate.
Well, he set the precedent.
Politely, very politely though.
Yes,
Um,
actually, it was.
I think
cla-
you handed it to the waiter
it
and
was
said, "This
class-
isn't cooked."
It was classy and masterful.
But always be polite, right? Always be polite.
You warned him before you were going to throw the plate, for sure.
You were like, "Hey, bud, don't get hit." Colin liked it.
I'm joking. You are graceful. Sorry.
It's just
Whatever.
fucking. What do I have to deal with
This
this?
is my favorite
Dude,
podcast.
you put him in the band. Don't look at me.
How the fuck did that happen? I just feel abused all the time. All day I feel abused.
How do you think your waiter feels?
Oh God, I think that's the bottom line, guys.
No, we've got more. Let's go.
We have until the dinner served, so
Yeah.
probably
Anyway,
like
he's
5
the
more minutes.
carpool karaoke guy, and he's like, "I'm such a nice
Yeah.
guy," but it turns out he's just being a total wanker to staff of a restaurant, which is just really really lame. Like, aren't I so friendly? I'm Ellen DeGeneres, and turns out that you're just witchy, afterwards. Like, so carpool karaoke guy turns out that he's yells at waiters,
Or he just had a bad day.
or he had a bad day.
He's
Or he's
also,
drunk,
he's
you know,
also the
so
voice
there's
of
always-
several like cartoon characters. Like he plays a rabbit and shit.
Maybe he just had a bad day.
Which is kind of funny, like that Jason Sudeikis thing that just came out, the salad dressing. You think he's such a nice guy, and then he's like, just like
That's
the rest of
that
us.
doesn't mean he's not a nice guy. That's,
No, it's a
that's
good point.
That
It's a
was
good point.
yeah,
But just he
that-
seems so
that's-
centered
he's,
to me. And then he's
that hurt him the
laying-
most, man.
If you
Layering
make
his wife's special salad
if
dressing.
you make
Oh,
that special salad dressing with somebody else, that is
Oh,
fucking crushed.
Is that
that
a
is-
euphemism?
that's
Dude.
just evil.
If some girl
you don't
shows
share
Harry
your salad
Styles,
dressing
oh my
with
God, that just hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you chose Harry Styles of
He's
me.
so
Why?
good.
I'm
Why?
So
I'm
good
expecting
looking.
that.
No,
to
it's like
happen.
it's too obvious. It's like fuck.
Huh?
Yeah, like come up with something original. Why Harry Styles?
I love Harry Styles.
Well, because he's 27.
Everybody
That's
likes
why.
Harry Styles. I actually really do like Watermelon Sugar
And he-
because, as somebody who writes lyrics for a living, that is a family-friendly song about cunnilingus. The whole family can get in the car. The kids can sing it. It's like strawberries, right? And it's like strawberries. That's a pussy, and mom and dad know, and they're singing along with it too, and they think it's funny, and that is a lyrical achievement. So,
Daddy, what's the song about? Like, son, he's singing about Taylor Swift.
Best part / worst part of going home after tour.
Ooh.
Because there are some sweet spots.
Kind
There are,
of.
like,
Post-tour-
some- there's some
post-tour
really
depression.
Great moments, like your own toilet or something. But like when you leave and there's no more free kombucha, there's like
I mean,
it's a tough road to walk going home.
yeah, the green juice and the kombucha.
I'll
The
start.
lack thereof.
I'll start. Just let me start.
Brad's got a
Let's
real,
all take a
a
turn.
real
Brad,
reason to go home.
Brad's gonna.
It's the sleeping.
That's not what I thought you were going to start with.
No, you go from a dark ice box with no windows. It's 65 degrees. That's with a hair dryer blowing on you all night. White noise to dead silence. Summertime heat. It's a little bit too hot when you get home. and it's just impossible to sleep.
I sleep like a
It's
baby in the bunk.
so
man.
hard.
I
I
love
can't.
it.
Oh, when
sleep-
you get
I
home, you can't
in
sleep.
Silence.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's a world away.
Okay, but
I thought you meant the kids were screaming.
one thing I do not miss is forced air. On a tour bus, you have to have it really cold. A warm tour bus is disgusting, right?
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
got to have it cold. Okay. So you snuggle down, that's good. But that sound of the forced air on a bus, God, does that annoy me. I really wish that
When I'm sleeping, I love
the
that.
guys.
Yeah, I like that too. It's built-in white noise.
Yeah, the white noise. Yeah, I
The
sleep like a
dryness is the
baby.
only part that bums me out. Everything else about it, I kind of dig. The
My eczema
cold-
really flares up. I'm just kidding.
I
Buddy.
wish that.
I was doing this really cool stretch on the top bunk where I put my
Stop.
my legs were
This is
behind my
gonna get
head.
really creepy right now.
No, and I
Mhm.
can't. I can't replicate this
Where I
elsewhere.
pretzel myself.
Why don't you get down on the ground and show us?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Show us how you stretch around in your bunk.
Well, I put my feet above my head, so picture I'm laying down, and my feet are touching
in
the
bunk.
roof,
Oh.
and
Yeah.
I can kind of press that, and I get this great stretch, and like
Your psoas. You
So,
stretch out your
in
psoas.
my
Your L7, S5.
my pelvic floor.
Your taint.
Okay. I wish that they would let musicians design tour buses. I think that we would do a better job of it. Like, I'd have never met a musician who wants the mirrored liquor cabinet in the front. Maybe that's for country artists. I don't know. I've never met somebody who wants that.
Dude, if just one tour bus had a working DVD player, TV, like whatever
The fuck
combo.
do you need a DVD player for?
What do you think I'm doing, dude? I'm cruising Lelio on Stitch before we get on stage, baby. Let's go. Well, I'll go next. I missed Cavi because he ditched me. But then I get to go
Thank you.
to my friend Tyler's house and be with dogs. Which are better than you guys, sorry.
All right. I guess we're going around.
Yeah.
What do you miss? No, you're up.
No, I'll wait to the end. So
All
I
right.
can order the most expensive cut of meat.
Okay, I miss motion. I miss like Milan Kundera, the unbearable lightness of being, the unbearable lightness of touring. I like the rhythm of
The night.
we come into a place and we have this one experience and then that experience ends. It's like this micro summer camp. Everything that happened in this town, we start all the way over in the next place. And in order to be in touring, to be in this as the circus as I call it, you have to have that kind of element of lightness with you. Like, you can't go around holding grudges with people. You can't bring tension and this problem and that problem. You got to settle accounts on the day. You let it go. You start again. You have this chance. Here's another thing. I love every night. I think all of us, every night, I try to do the best show I've ever done in my whole life. Every night. I swear to God I do this. I try to be as good as I've ever been. And it's this opportunity to do something focused and excellent. And I don't have that. I don't find that in the other parts of my life. So I miss that as well. And when I get home and that motion stops and that the opportunity to do something excellent stops and the weight comes in, I always, and I know it now, I always get depressed after the tour. I have my post-tour depression.
No, there is a lingering expectation all day that you need to perform, and it's always in the back of your mind. It is weird. Definitely somewhat of a different person.
But I never get depressed when I come off tour, usually because I'm straight into
Perfect.
more work, more edit. So, and yeah.
'Cause I'm just better than you.
What did you say? Straight into perfect.
Straight into edit. That's it.
Oh.
I also can't feel joy, but that's another subject.
Yeah. I'd love to hear.
Try to embellish it this time, Danny, for Christ's sakes.
Sell this shit.
I-
Get some
Danny
good
speaks
content.
up.
I love the no pooping on the bus rule so much that I carried it over to my home life. So when friends come
You just
over
use
now,
the cat box.
I make my friends walk
with
to
Martin.
a Waffle House to do their business. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
That's all I
don't come over midday and shit in my house.
No.
or in your tiny hotel room.
I don't
Not
poop in your
throwing any
pool, so don't
shade.
stay
Not-
in my
I
toilet.
didn't even
That's
name
not
the city.
That's not done.
Come on, no one does that.
Someone has done that to me
That's
and
all I got.
Stephen.
A very, very famous musician who will not be named came over to my hotel room where we were making demos.
Or
We
not.
weren't supposed to say the fucking city, boys.
Oh,
All right,
shit.
that'll be a big.
In
Edit it out.
Okay, yeah. Not going to say who it was, but famous. And it was a small hotel room, and there was a bathroom inside, like right behind a door. Like, just there was a door here, and on the outside of the door was where Colin had a little recording setup where we were making demos, and on the other side of the door was a toilet. It was that close. And the room was so small that I was like sitting on the bed writing songs, and we went in there, and it was like, it's reasonable, and there was a little bit of time, and then we're like, guy's taking his shit in there. We just met.
And you just had like a deep talk too about some shit. It was like very funny.
We made him feel too comfortable. He's like, I'm one of the boys. Let me blow this
Really
shit
good
up.
conversation, and he took off. And we're like, all right, he's just gonna take a quick pee. We're like, oh shit. He's going for it.
Okay, so Gwen Stefani. Right when
It wasn't her.
as Brad.
Really
no,
subtle
no, no,
segue there.
no. It wasn't Gwen Stefani.
She can shit on our tour bus.
Yeah, no. It was
Open
this,
invitation.
This is talking about. This is like things you miss when you get home. We were just starting our first tour, but we were doing some TV show, and No Doubt was on a really big record, that one with the oranges on the front or something. They were a couple years ahead of us, and we were at the back of this thing when we were all kind of hanging out. I just remember she was chewing gum and sitting up above some seats, and I said, "So, do you guys like touring? Any advice? Do you like touring?" And she goes, "It's really hard to find a decent place to take a shit." And I went, "I love her, and I will love her forever."
No doubt.
The pot of wine, everybody. There it is.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah.